Okay, you're selling your home, and let's be real. There's things that just shouldn't be around, things you shouldn't be doing with your stuff. I know you've been in your home for a while, you're excited, you're ready to cash in on that hard-earned investment, right? But your home is your museum, no one else's, with all your stuff in there, okay? So here are my top, there's more than this, I'm telling you, much more. These are my top 9 things that could sabotage your sale, okay? And it also could be just dangerous. Maybe people could be stealing things from you, right? This is the real deal. I'm cutting through all the fluff, no nonsense. Subscribe to my channel, please. I could use your help. So let's get to this. First thing that shouldn't be in the house when you're selling it is you, okay? I know you want to be there and talk to the buyers and have a little conversation, find out where they're from, if they'd be a good fit for your neighborhood, all that doesn't matter. I don't care if, how friendly you are or, how much you know about your home. They don't care about anything. They want space. They want to imagine them in your house. Don't be there. You're not allowed to be there. It's impossible for them to feel comfortable if you're like hovering around them. This is my, thing I did 25 years ago and I put all this money into it. This is where I raised my kids. My water heater is 5 years old or whatever it is. You think it's really helpful, but trust me, you're just killing it. They're killing their vibe, okay? Buyers won't be honest. All they're gonna say is, oh, it looks so nice. They don't wanna hurt your feelings. So instead of saying, oh, that kitchen really needs an update, they're gonna smile politely and they're just gonna rush through. Like, let me get out of here as fast as possible. So a fact for you, this is a fact from my studies, that seller, when they're present during the showings, those homes tend to sit on the market longer and sell for less. Is that a coincidence? No, okay? So just go out, grab a cup of coffee. I list my houses, I tell my sellers, go away for the weekend. I'm gonna have like 50, 60, 70 people in your house. I'll have 20 offers, 10 offers, 5 offers, whatever, offers by Monday. Just get out. The next thing, number 2, this is important. Do not show anywhere in the house signs of distress. That's why if somebody has moved out, like one of the husband or wife are divorced or something, and half the closet's filled, I'd rather have them empty than showing that only one person lives there, okay? You do not want to show that you're desperate. Like I said, divorce, foreclosure notices, unpaid bills, or just something small that says, I need to sell this house right away. I know buyers pick up on it. I would pick up as an agent. And when they sense urgency, they're gonna go in for the kill. They're gonna go in for the kill when they put the offer in. I know sometimes people think that realtors are like used car salesmen. So think about it if you're shopping for a car. You go around, the dealer says, look, I need to make a sale today, right? Make me an offer. And what do? Do you give them the full price on the list price of that car? No, you lowball them, right? Same logic applies. So if you're actually selling in this really tough circumstances, don't let that show. Keep your home staged. Show there's food in the refrigerator. Unless you're totally out, that's fine. And please hide any overdue bills, guys. I mean, don't leave personal stuff. I see it all the time. Number 3, you're gonna love this one, personal photos. The wall of photos of your kids from they were 2, from they're 18, and your kids' names on their rooms. I mean, I know this one hurts. And family photos are really, really important. They make your house. But the buyers, they don't want to feel like they're walking through your life when they're going through the house. They need to mentally concentrate on your home. They need to mentally move in to your house. If your walls are filled with wedding photos and your kids since they grew up and vacation photos, it's really hard for a buyer to see themselves in your home. Now I know a lot of you have their kids' names on the walls. I see it all the time. These cute custom decals in the nursery or sports jerseys or something like that, even their name badges hanging around. Don't have them hanging around. It's a huge mistake. So why do you ask that? Well, you never know who's walking through your home. Not all buyers have good intentions, especially if you're doing an open house. The last thing you want to know is this buyer, stranger, walking through your house and knows your children's name, their school, or their hobbies. Safety first, always. Take it down, personal stuff. Replace it with neutral decor, maybe some art or landscapes, or just something stylish, or maybe nothing. Just make buyers be able to imagine their own family living in your home. Got it? And if you have any comments below about you looking at homes and seeing these things, let me know. And if you're learning something right now, please subscribe to my channel. Could use your help. Now, the 4th thing is kind of odd, but I call it like carpet protection. I get it. You want to keep your carpets protected. But if you make people wear booties, take off their shoes, or walk on plastic runners, it's just not going to feel comfortable. I am an advocate of booties or something to wear if it's raining outside or snowing and it's going to create a mess or people taking their shoes off. I am an advocate of that. Or maybe I have like 55 or 60 showings in a weekend. It's going to be a lot of traffic. I don't think booties are going to matter. So if you don't have a lot of showings in your home and your home's not selling, make your home feel less maintenance. If you put the booties on, they'll think, oh, it's high maintenance. I don't want to worry about that. Oh, it feels like your floors are fragile or something like that. You don't want them to be worrying about where they're stepping, right? You want to be, oh, look at the house, right? And then you got them thinking, am I going to have to replace this carpet the moment I move in? It's just a mental strike against the house. So instead, what you can do is just get your carpets clean before your showings, okay? It'll look great, fresh and spotless. You don't have to worry about anything. Just make a really good impression and get rid of those plastic runners. They're out. I think those plastic runners make it feel like you're in a crime scene or something. I don't know about you, but it really is, it's not that nice. So next, valuables, guys, come on. Lock them up. Jewelry and watches, and if you have any designer handbags, I'm talking about rare collectibles. Put them away. Even if you trust your agent, which you should, but I don't care. If you put them away, it's off the table that anybody took them. You have an open house. That's strangers walking through your home. And also your home is all over the internet with great staging and everything like that. They're listing photos all over the place. Anybody can see them. You don't want some random person just like scoping out your stuff. I have a story for you. There have been cases where thieves attended one of our open houses just to steal small but really high valued items. So don't make it easy for these people who are scamming people. Lock it up. Next, visible safes. Do you have a safe in your house? Well, you want to keep things safe, but you don't want people to see the safe, okay? You're supposed to have a safe to lock up your stuff. But the problem is, when the buyer sees that, they're going to be like, what's inside that safe? That's so important. You know, something that's bolted to the floor in the corner of your bedroom or something like that. So what you do is we're going to make the safe go away by either getting it out of the house or putting a blanket over it, a flower pot or something on top of it, and it doesn't feel like it. They don't see it's a safe, right? Get rid of their curiosity, let them think about the house and where they're going to put their furniture, how they're going to grow their family in this house, things like that. And also, if somebody did have some bad intentions while they're looking through your house, they're like, oh, that's where I'm going to go to get all the stuff, in the safe. And the worst part about it, they know exactly where it is. Now, they may not take something at that showing, but then they know where to go back later. Just an easy target. So we're going to make it invisible. Out of the house, or blanket on top, or maybe store something in front of it, whatever it is, it's gone into the eyes of the buyer. Number 7, believe it or not, medications. A shocking one, yes. But it's, believe it or not, one of the most commonly stolen items during showings. I'm not just talking about some expensive painkillers, but anything with like a resale value or something that's in high demand, it can disappear. And the worst part is you don't even realize it. A few weeks later, you go to grab it and it's not there. Oh, I thought I had a full bottle of that. Now, it's not the buyers themselves. It could be a friend that they brought along, or a contractor working in the house, or another realtor passing through. So realize this, when you open your home to the public, you have no control over who might take advantage of the situation. Do not leave any medications out in the open. Take them with you, lock them up in a cabinet, store them someplace, or somewhere where people won't look. And don't put them in the medicine cabinet, guys. That's way too obvious. Because, of course, if they're snooping around for medications, the first place they're going to go is in your medicine cabinet. And this is just for safety too. If a child or a pet accidentally gets into your medications, that's kind of a nightmare. Play it safe. Just remove them from view before showings. Number 8, big one, emotional, or I call it personal information. It's kind of a subtle thing, but I think makes a big difference. So think of it when you're selling a house, you're not selling walls and a roof. You're selling an idea, a way of life, a new life for them. They have to picture themselves living in your home. And that's really hard to do when your home is just covered with reminders of your personal history. So if you think about it, a model home, that's how I got started. You can read my book, Model Home Mindset. Everything is neutral in a model home, right? It feels warm and inviting, not tchotchkes hanging around. Doesn't feel like it belongs to anybody. So that's kind of the energy. You have to kind of divorce yourself from your asset, get rid of things. It's no longer your home anymore. Let the buyers be attracted to your home and not walk out like, oh, couldn't even see the house. They don't even know what's going on in their head. Like, for example, you have handwritten notes on the refrigerator, family memory books on the coffee table, school newsletters. I see them out all the time sitting on the counter. They think, oh, they can see what the school's doing. No, it just reminds them of a space that belongs to someone else. Maybe they're not going to take them to that school. Maybe they're going to go to a private school. Don't assume anything. I mean, it could be anything. A Post-it note like, don't forget to feed the cat, or something like that. It just doesn't, makes it harder for them to connect with the space. Just get rid of it. Don't think of it, oh, that's the cat house. When I was showing homes, I always would make the house have a name when we left. Oh, that's the ugly carpet, so that's the beautiful kitchen house, or that's whatever. That's how I would work with my buyers so they can remember the houses that we went through, what was memorable for them. So you don't want to leave out documents, like I said, school's newsletter, or your kid's art project with their name on it and their school on it. Like I said before, get that stuff out. Don't give out any personal information to strangers, okay? You kind of have to feel it's like moving condition, like a blank slate. That's why when I list my houses, I make sure everything is the same color. Make it look like a model home. That's where my background came from. If you read my book, Model Home Mindset, that's why I was so successful in real estate. I've been doing this since I was 5 with my father. And being one of the top producing realtors here in Philadelphia and the surrounding suburbs, we sell a lot of houses. And we can also introduce you to realtors in your area that can help you through the process. Really good ones. Real deal realtors like us, and we'll vet them for you. Just down below in the link, you can check it out. But the last one, you want to hear about the last one? I see it all the time. I walk through a house, go into like the office, and there's paperwork there. I mean, financial documents, a huge thing not to do. Bank statements, mortgage documents. I mean, I'm talking about tax returns, unpaid bills. It's not good. You're kind of exposing yourself to unnecessary risk. And first of all I can think of is identity theft. It's a real thing. Like I said before, you have no idea who's walking through your home. All they have to do is take a quick snap, like a quick photo, and your account details are in someone else's hands. And forget about the fraud. I mean, for me, when I was looking at stuff, I'm not looking at it to steal something. I'm looking at it to negotiate for my buyer. It could hurt your negotiations if they see late notices or overdue bills or a second mortgage statement. They're going to assume that you're maybe going under duress, financial pressure to sell. And all you need to do is let the buyer know that, and they're immediately going to take advantage of you and start putting in lowball offers. Just don't do it. So the best thing you can do is just remove all your financial documents from the view of anybody. Lock them up like everything else. Just put it in a safe place. Out of sight, out of mind. Selling a house is stressful, so just get things out. You don't want this happening to you. Keep it private. This is your private documents. Most importantly, keep the buyers focused on your beautiful home. That's why we do all our staging. You gotta check one of our staging videos out, which we do all the staging that we do. I mean, people say, God, you do all that? I'm like, yeah, that's what sets us apart, and that's what sets your house apart. So there you go. There's 9. I can give you a lot more, but I don't want this video to go too long. 9 things you absolutely need to remove before selling your home. These things, although they're small, they could make or break your sale. So you don't want the buyer to feel uncomfortable. You want them to be distracted. They want to have all eyes on your home. Because you've heard it all the time, selling a home is all about first impressions, correct? Just make sure yours is a great one. Again, don't forget to subscribe, comment below. Did you learn anything today? I'd love to help you and help you find an agent in your area who can help you sell your home in 2 hours for up to 8% to 10% more money. I'll see you in the next one.